Hey, it's Ben here from Accurate Fishing. I'm here with my buddy Mark from Performance Tackle and asking Mark what's going on with his knots. What's your favorite knot to go from braid to mono?
I like to use a Bimini to worm. It's been around for quite some time, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people know how to tie it. It's basically a Bimini with the braid to mono, and it's one of the strongest connections out there. That's my go-to knot if I'm fishing offshore, larger species and stuff like that. So it's a great knot. I use it. Like I said, a lot of people don't know it because I guess they're intimidated tying the Bimini.
Yeah.
And that's probably the hardest part to do in this knot. But other than that, it's fairly simple. It's fairly quick. You just need a few things. Obviously, you need your braid on your reel side to your leader. It will tie to fluoro as well, but some fluoros, because they're so hard, you got to be careful they don't cinch up correctly. But it ties really good on any type of mono.
Okay, let's see your knot.
Okay, so basically we're going to take the braid, we double it over. There's a number of ways and different opinions on this. I like a bigger loop myself, and I'll basically start off, and you just put you can put as many as 15 twists. I put like 25 to 30, 25 is fine. Okay, that's somewhere there. Go ahead. Ben's got the finger in that. So this is the Bimini part. We're gonna pull that down there. Pinch it. Got it. Take my finger and pull this tight here. This is where it takes a little bit of coordination. You're gonna run it right back up like that. Okay, so you got two legs on this Bimini. You're gonna go half hitch on one side, half hitch on the other side there, half hitch both. Okay, so this is what I call a uni knot finish. What you're gonna do here is you're gonna take this. I go in about 10 times inside that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it out and go back up the knot. As I'm going forward here, it's going to undo that knot there. A lot of it is just finger placement, making sure you're always keeping tension on this line. You really got to keep it tight. It's just one of those things, is not, you got to practice. Keep tying it and you get better and better. So I have this loop here. This is that uni reverse finish. All you do is you pull on your tag there, and you'll notice that that little knot's coming tight. So what it does now, it's reversed it, so it gives it a nice runway for going in and out of the guides. Take it, sit there and kind of increasingly tighten it down like so. Bingo. So that's your Bimini. Okay, this is the Bimini portion here. We're going to take this.
See what he's got? Those pit bull knot cutters.
Great cutting tools.
They're here too.
Cut it right there like that. Okay, that's the Bimini. Next part to it is after we're done with that, you always get a little twist in this braid there. So what I'll do is I'll untwist it, get it all nice and open before I start the worm portion of the knot. Okay, so I'm gonna switch. You can hold this for me here. We're going to take our mono or fluoro. It's pretty simple. Take this, put your finger here. I'm going to put it like that. 5 up, 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pinch and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 5. And back through the loop there. Okay, pretty simple. Now typically with mono or fluoro, when you pull it tight, it's going to burn you on any flat spots of your knot. So I would lick this. I'm not going to lick it because I have a mask on. So what I'm going to do here is, you got it, Ben? Now a little thing too, I'm going to tell you this. When you come tight, make sure that you're past the double. Where's the double? There you go. Because you want to hold on to it past the double, because you want both of these leaders to come tight. You don't want one looser than the other. So make sure your knot's clear. Yeah. He's got tension behind the Bimini. Got it?
Yep, go.
So typically as you pull it tight, you'll see that come tight there. There again, you'll see this is a perfect example. If you do not wet the knot, it'll slide like so. Typically, by wetting it, it lubricates it. There again, we'll get back to the point that you can see, because I did not lubricate it, see how it's flat? You don't want that, it burns it, okay? But typically I would put a little water on it or spit on it and it slip down and tighten up. So now you have this, the finishing knot. You got your tag end, simply 1, 2, 3 times there. Oops. Make sure you have enough, like so. And we're gonna pull it tight. Nice thing about mono, even fluoro, that does have some stretch. Once it comes tight, friction is what holds it together. Pretty much done. Now you have a little tag in there. You want to cut it as close as possible, like so. So a little trick to finishing it too also is we like to put a little super glue on it. You don't want to put too much because it gets too hot. So quick little dab on that. You guys get the point.
Yeah, it has to be open, right?
Yeah. So a little bit there. I actually will do it on the Bimini as well. And all that does is just, it's kind of like welds it together. Good to go. Bimini to worm. Another thing is, you guys, if you're going to use it, it effectively works up to 80. I've used it on you know, my jig rods. I like to use 80-pound braid with 80-pound leader. The one bad thing about the worm knot is it's a very big diameter knot, and it will hang up on your guides if you're not using, you know, a standard guide. You don't want the little freshwater guides on your rods. But other than that, it's a great knot, super strong. It is a little bit, you know, of work if you don't know how to do it, but like with anything, if you don't know, you don't know. So
No, but you're not going to learn unless you tie it.
yeah,
so,
you just got to practice, right?
The thing I'll say with Mark's been around a long time, like I've been around a long time, knows his knots, spends a lot of time learning the knots, practicing the knots, and he can tie the knots. So thanks, we really appreciate it, Mark. You did something completely different than we've done, and
Thank you.
we look for the next one. You guys get out there, go fishing, and best of all, get into Performance Tackle and buy some stuff off of Mark.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks.